Hi, how's it going? So I started to get a lot of weird messages. So that song from the Butthole Surfers, called Pepper, um, talking about diseases, spreading diseases. They were all in love. They were all in love with DYIN. They were doing it in Texas. They were all in love with DYIN. They were doing it in Texas. Derelict fuck ups in Texas, paying to get sick. Somebody named Sharon, somebody named Cherise, uh, Dallas, Texas, and something about spicy food. So yeah, I mean Mexican food, right? Tex-Mex, Mexican food. Okay, well, hello to the people who watch me from Texas, because I know that there's plenty of you. I like for a fact, I know that there are. So, hi. I hope this isn't you. To be honest with you, and if it is you, I hope that you're not the affected party. Or should I say infected party? I don't know what is going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna need you guys to listen to these lyrics and actually listen for the names as well because they're significant. Okay. Mikey got with Sharon. Sharon got Cherie. She was sharing Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease. Mikey had a facial scar, and Bobby was a racist. They were all in love with DYIN. They were doing it in Texas. So we got Mikey, Mike, Sharon, Cherise, Cherie, Bobby, Robert. Tommy played piano like a kid out in the rain. Then he lost his leg in Dallas. He was dancing with the train. They were all in love with DYIN. They were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Remember? Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. Some will die in hot pursuit and fiery auto crashes. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes. Some will fall in love with life and drink it from a fountain that is pouring like an avalanche coming down a mountain. So it's like some people are obsessed with dying and others are obsessed with life. And then there's people like me who are obsessed with both. Yeah, that's what this seems like to me. I don't mind the sun sometimes, okay? Another Mikey took a knife while arguing in traffic. Flipper died a natural death. He caught a nasty virus. Then there was the ever-present football player Grapist. They were all in love with DYIN. They were doing it in Texas. Paulie caught a bullet, but it only hit his leg. Well, it should have been a better shot and got him in the... They were all in love with DYIN. They were drinking it from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. River. Okay. So the names: Dallas, Texas, Sharon, Cherie, Mikey, Paulie, Bobby, Tommy. These are significant names. These are significant people I'm hearing in your life. I don't know why I keep going back to like these two decks, but that's just goes to show that I don't need 800. I think that it makes it harder. You're like, so many to choose from. ADD, ADD, ADHD, ADHD. Number 17 coming out, hand fasting. This pulls the pulse through all that I am. No hidden form is left untouched. I am willing, I am risking, I yearn for the unity spilled lustrously upon my lips. I can taste you on my lips and smell you on my clothes. Number 17. 17 could be significant. There could be somebody associated with the number 17 that might have a little crush on you. I don't know. I'm going to get one more, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to my ancestors, guardian angels, interdimensional beings of light and protection. Thank you for being here with us today and helping us with, I don't know, obtaining the message that is intended for our highest good, and so it is. Blessed be. Look at that. 33, as I say, blessed be 33 ribbons. For it lives in the silk of my binding, the knots in my truth, the eye of becoming, the witness swallowed in stillness. These horns, the horns, these are, and see how their horns are like locked? Like, I feel like lowering your horns and locking your horns and fighting each other and then coming out of it. Coming out of the bloodshed into the light. 33 and 17 is 50. Spirit, 5. Yeah. Wow. Healing and it's like the Empress, the Lovers, the Master number, the Aquarian energy of the star, the healing, right? The Chariot, the Gemini energy, the Taurus energy, the Libran energy, the horns, it's very blessed. It feels very blessed. This is what I feel. Let's go to the burbs. Start cultivating. Start cultivating and have gratitude. Start cultivating and have gratitude. The King Fisher, number 22. So at 2233, there's our 2 master teacher numbers. And then the Loon down here, 24, which is significant. If you're still here at 7 minutes and 25 seconds in, let me know. Say 7:25, bitches. What happened July 2025, July 2024, July 2022, July 2017? I'm trying to look up. Create stability and be open to love. This came out earlier. The Halcyon, known as the Halcyon. In Greek mythology, the kingfisher was believed to be responsible for the calm weather and that often occurred before the winter solstice, and it was said to lay its eggs at sea. This is the Pleiadians. So you could be or feel that you are like in some way connected to some sort of Pleiades ancestry. This is about negativity and removing and warding off negativity. It brings luck. This is regarding, look, abundance, balance, clarity, dignity, family, and home. Hold on. Something about being Russian. Something about Canada. Romance. If you're looking for romance, the Kingfisher can give love spells a boost. I don't know about this. And then when I see that love spell thing and then the loon, like I'm thinking of a Looney Tune, even though it's not even close to the same thing. I just explore your dreams and enjoy the solitude. Let's see. This is about the dream world. This is about dreaming, solace, astral travel. This bird is associated with the night because it is most often heard at sunset and after dark. So, yeah, this is like a sea bird thing. Because when I look at it this, like I want to show you something. When you look at the, it this way, it's like, okay, obviously it's a bird. Like you can see it's a bird. Oh my God, can you? Like, no. You can see it's a bird. the bill is facing down. But if you look at it this way, it looks almost like an otter or some sort of fish thing, like swimming, right? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like an amphibian. Wait, a monitor lizard. A monitor. You've got somebody monitoring you. A lizard. A little sneak, a little weasel. Lizards, monitor lizards. There's got to be something about a monitor lizard. It's like, oh my God, that's exactly what it looks like. Like look up monitor lizard. Poisonous. No, really? The earlier term monitory. A monitor lizard. This is something that maybe they're very observant. Hold on, let me look at what they do. Typical behavior. Diurnal, active, alert predators that use their forked tongues to smell. So it's like a snake. So I said a sneak. Hunting, basking, climbing. They are often solitary, but may show aggression or courtship rituals during mating season. So that's funny. They're typically shy, avoid humans, but can defend themselves by biting or whipping their tail if threatened. So they just want to be left the fuck alone, man. I feel like that's how most of us feel right now. Keen eyesight. They hunt. They eat insects, rodents, eggs, birds, and fish. Something about a cricket, by the way, because there was a dead cricket over here in the corner, which I fucking thought it was alive. And I killed it. Well, I killed its already dead body. I don't like doing that. But crickets, I don't like things that can jump and climb into the bed with me quickly. You know what I mean? If a spider, I leave it alone. Because they eat other insects. But like a spider's going to take a while to get over to me. A fucking cricket? Something about that, man. Scent detection. They are fast. And they can climb very quickly. They climb. They have a big tail that uses for balance while climbing and can be used as a defensive weapon. Just like the bee, their stinger. We had that come out the other day. So it's kind of like they're unsure of whether or not they want to fuck you or beat the ever-loving fuck out of you. Or both. Depending on what you're into. I don't know what this is here. But this is somebody coming out of solitude. So I'm telling you, this is like it's not an extension to the earlier reading because it's not the same topic at all, but it's like the same energy. Masculine. I'm telling you, something's coming in here. Self-worth, expectations. You need to show, remember, awakening. There is somebody. Yeah, I don't know that the first part of this is included, but maybe it is. It's about embracing life, remembering who you are, exhibiting the typical blah, 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 self-worth, self-love, love yourself jargon. But really what I mean is you're going to maybe have to show, no, I'm wrong. There is a masculine, this specific message is for specifically if you're, heterosexual woman, this is for you. This man here is starting to see your worth. And all I have to say is it took him a while. It took him a while. Separation, longing, it took him a while. Assistants, spirit guides, they have been really fucking lost. And I feel like you felt lost, confused, stalled, because this person stalled. You thought it was you. You thought it was you. You thought it was you that was causing a stall. They are your one and only, and they were stuck. And if you moved forward too quickly, you wouldn't. So the gods jumped in, babe. Yeah. Structure. They want to make sure that your foundation with this person is solid. So they want you and this person to do something together first. Don't know what that means. What does that mean? Too many? What does it mean? Do something together first. An apology. They want you to, there's something happened between you and this person. They may not be like a long-time ex, or they could be. Maybe. This does feel, though, more like maybe you met them, you liked them, it didn't work out, or something, there's a ghosting situation, or somebody just stopped calling the other person, or it didn't work out, you have to cancel, or I don't know. Something like that, and then nothing ever transpired, or maybe you got mad at them and you stopped talking to them, or vice versa. But there's some sort of apology that you need from this person. You need to also... You've been waiting a long time for this apology. That's what you've been waiting a long time for this. Have faith. Third eye. There's your third eye. So that's confirmation for me that I'm on. Okay. Somebody wants to come forward and give you clarity on their toxicity. This is why I was toxic. This is why I did this to you. This is why, look, reflection and growth. This is going to start soon. Okay, this person's starting to look in the mirror a little bit. You might be too. I know I have a lot more lately. I'm telling you, I have had an awakening over the past just couple weeks. We never stop growing, guys. We never stop with these awakenings. They never stop. They just get less painful, or actually they can become good awakenings if you just keep pushing them in that direction. But this is something that's going to start around now, and it's going to really kind of hit its mark around spring, summer. Okay? Look at that. Trust in divine time. So yeah, let's just do that, shall we? And trust. And I hope that you like this reading. Please remember to subscribe, comment, like the post, and let me know if you resonated. And if you want me to keep going, let me know in the comments. And yeah. So remember to help control your pet population and have your pet spayed or neutered. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Okay. Bye. Or not.